But the point of the matter is that if you Acts 14, 23, what issue now is that Esau is going to come down with great wrath now. Because this word is getting out, and these little decrepit peon Edomites, they're getting afraid of what they're seeing and what also what they're hearing. And also these upper crust Edomites, their feeling is they also know what we're talking about. And it's real. They see that it's more so coming to fruition. And they're getting nervous and scared. So there's going to come a time where they're going to just pretty much unleash the beast within. You understand? And they're going to come gunning down against the prophets. And they're going to get down on everybody too. That's what martial law is going to be. Martial law just means a state of war against the civilians. So it's going to be nothing but death on these streets. You're going to have the different military powers against the people. Go on, brother.
Acts chapter 14,
verse
23.
Yep.
And when they had ordained them elders in every church, and had prayed with fasting, they commended them to the Lord on whom they believed. And after they had passed throughout Pisidia, they came to Pamphylia.
Start with verse 21.
Acts chapter 14 and 21. And when they had preached the gospel to that city and had taught many, they returned to Lystra and to Iconium and to Antioch, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorted them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
And that's something that an average Negro wouldn't understand. And that's why an average Negro is not in the street. Okay, that's why the nigga women can't be in the street, because they don't understand what it means to serve the Lord. All they know is God is all good and you can't race against Esau and everything's gonna be, beautiful. That's what Jake wanna be under. They wanna be under this false influence that everything's gonna be okay when it's not. Alright, and that's why they don't wanna come in the street.
Come on, 1 second, slow.
Okay? And they don't wanna come into the street because the Most High don't want them to come into the street. No way. So it's already written anyway. Yeah, so give me Acts 14 and 22. It's the reality of the matter, man. All of these people that you see out here, they all gonna die, man. Death is gonna come on a grand scale. And there's not gonna be no more idiocracy out here either. It's just gonna be people scared shitless because of what they're seeing in their surroundings. Okay? Go on, brother.
Acts 14 verse 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith.
Right.
And that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
Right. And much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So we're going to go through our purification. But how that's going to come down on this planet, that's going to be our purification that we're going to have to go through. Alright, in other words, Jacob's trouble. And also, just to speak on the government shutdown, that alone is going to bring in the time of Jacob's trouble. Because who predominantly depends on government support? The so-called African Americans that are down there, the Judites that are down there, and the so-called Hispanics that are down there. Alright? So when they can't get access to WIC or SNAP, any form of other government support, okay, then that's going to lead up to that point.
It's lucky there is a lot of Edomites that depend on government support too.
Exactly.
A lot more than what we think.
Yeah.
Because someone broke that down and they showed that there's a whole city where it's predominantly Edomites that are on government assistance. So they put it there. Want to put it in the media that it's pure so-called black people, but there's more. On the whole, there's more Edomites on it on the whole than Jakes.
Right. But you do have a reasonable amount of Jakes that are on it though. So when they can't rely on Esau no more, that's why the scripture says, "Cursed be the man that trusteth in man." Because when all hell breaks loose, they're going to be expecting the government to protect them. But the government is going to do the quiet punch of them. government's going to want to kill them by using these troops.
I think Esau 40%. They're on food stamps. They represent 20%.
Right.
Hispanics, they're 10%.
Right. But the point of the matter is going back to the point. That's why you have a group of martial law troops that is called Black Water. All right, and they're gonna come down like black water. Give me that in Revelations 12 and 12. Because what does a wave of water do? It consumes the environment like a flood. What does a flood do? A flood just consumes a city. Okay? Like during the time of Noah, the whole earth was flooded at the time. So Esau is going to come down as a flood against the inhabitants of our people. And that's going to be 2.0. You had the 70 AD that took place. And now you're going to have 70 AD 2.0. Okay, go on, brother.
Revelation chapter 12 verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Right.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
Right, woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Why does it say woe to the inhabitants of the earth? Because everybody out there is going to witness destruction. Even including these crackers too. They're going to witness destruction as well. Go on.
And of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
Right.
Because he knoweth that he hath because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
And that's the point. Because see, like I said, they're seeing they're seeing exactly what we're propagating on the YouTube. And meanwhile, so naturally, they're seeing what's going on around the world. So they come to the conclusion, naturally again, that these black guys on the street corners wearing the garments got to be correct. And that's the reason why that's one of the reasons why they're going to come down onto us, against this great wrath. Because they're going to be in a position of difficulty, and that's when they're just going to lose their mind. Because their plans are pretty much, wasn't corresponding in the ways that they had set in order. Pursuant to, the book of Job, chapter 18. All right, go on.
Verse 13. And when the dragon saw that he was cast onto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child.
Again, it's 70 AD. This dragon persecuted the woman, which the woman represents the nation of Israel. All right, go on.
Which brought forth the man-child. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle,
right,
that she might fly into the wilderness.
Okay. And the wilderness is Africa. Go on.
Into her place where she is nourished for a time.
Okay.
And timed and half a time.
Because you were nourished in the Western Hemisphere. Jake relied on all kinds of sort of government support. So that's how we were nourished. We were nourished in society. Okay? We were taken care of. And this is why the majority of our people, as well as I have to add in, they don't want to come from out of this world. They're comfortable here. Because there was going to come a particular point in time that our people will be taken care of. And that time is going to be fulfilled. Once that time is fulfilled, then it's going to be martial law time. It's going to be war time, basically. Go on.
From the face of the serpent, and the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman.
Like I said, you have a martial law group called Black Water. Because they're going to come down like the black water, man. A flood. Go on.
That he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
Right.
And the earth helped the woman.
And the earth helped the woman. Now, this is not going into the archaeology. This is going to on how the Israelites were scattered. They were able to go to different parts where Israel was close to. Some Israelites went to North Africa. Some Israelites went to other parts of the earth. So that's how the earth helped the woman. Okay, you can even read that in the Timbuktu book. You got the book, right?
Yeah.
Okay, read it.
Bring it out, yeah?
Yeah, bring it out.
And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth.
Right, which means the lies thereof. Okay? But mainly this is mainly talking about when the Jews escaped out of the regions of Jerusalem, because Yahushua prophesied and told them pretty much to get out of there. Okay? So we're going to show you, we're going to substantiate what we was just reading by getting the Timbuktu book. this time when Esau comes down against our people, hardcore, there's not going to be no escapism. They're just going to be where they at, whether they in the suburbs, living with Esau, or they in the ghettos. They're just going to be stuck right there, and they're just going to have to go through it, man. They're going to have to deal with the fact that these troops are going to be kicking in their doors and grabbing them outside their houses and taking them to a camp. Right? Go on, brother.
Page 84, yeah?
And you ain't gonna have no bug outs hanging out in the streets anymore either. Go on, brother.
Alright, this is Babylon to Timbuktu by Rudolph R. Windsor, who was a Jake in America, right? It's page 84. It says, in the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jew state with great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius Caesar, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa.
That's how the earth helped them. Let's read that again.
During the period from Pompey to Julius.
Yeah, that's all I wanted, brother.
That's all, right?
Yeah. Yes, so read that.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12.
Yo, wow, this ain't going. Go on.
And it says, therefore rejoice ye. Actually, let me go to verse 13. And when the dragon saw that he was cast onto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and for half a time.
You're going
from the face of the serpent.
From the face of the serpent, the face of the Roman Empire at the time. Go on.
And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
Right, go on.
And the earth helped the woman.
Right.
And the earth opened.
And what is
her
the
mouth.
flood talking about? Those military powers that were back in Rome to pursue the Jews, but they didn't get all of them. There was a large amount of them that escaped out of Jerusalem. Which Yahweh Shai prophesied about that. So we're going to get that in Matthew 24, brother. Somebody get Matthew 24. It's the Bible. Yeah, go on.
That's it. And when you look at 70 AD, what's his name? There's an Israelite called Flavius Josephus. Yeah. Now, I don't know too much about him, but he used to be like a historian, innit? Through records. He said that over 1.5 to 2 million Judeans, Jews, fled into Africa, all right? And even in the History Channel, they tell you that they call us Jewish people. We fled into Egypt to escape the Romans, man. So who's that talking about, man? It's talking about us.
Exactly.
Clear. And he was Uncle Tom, I think.
Yeah. And you had one guy, so you had one Israelite that was actually corresponding with the whole idea that they would take the Jews down, take his own people down.
There you go.
Okay.
And it's lucky that happened in slavery as well.
Yep.
You had black slave masters that had plantations as well, man.
Yeah, you had that too, yeah.
Yes.
Those that couldn't afford it, because I'm going to say this as well, you have to be truthful, right? Because and this is why you have to, again, do research, because the thing with the slaves, back during, the 1500s, 1600s, our forefathers, in order for you to own a slave or own slaves, you have to have money.
Yeah.
So every cracker didn't own a slave. It was only the rich. They was even saying about 5% of whites owned slaves. That was the aristocrats. Okay, that's what they were going into. All right, but I'm gonna dig into that information though. I'm gonna dig into that even more, and we're gonna bring that out through the Spirit of the Lord. I might even do a sit down on it too. But just because that happened, that don't mean that all of these crackers get off scot-free, because they all benefited of our downfall. Okay, so let's just say it is true. Let's just say you only had 3% of white folks or white men that own our people in slavery. It still doesn't matter because they still benefited of our downfall. Okay, they were the ones that were actually making our lives a living hell. Okay, and they benefited of it. Once I'm gonna say the third time coming again. Go on, bro.
Matthew 24, verse 15. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet,
right? Which you can read that in the book of Daniel 9 and 24. Go on.
Stand ye in the holy place.
Right.
Whoso readeth, let him understand.
Yeah.
Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains.
Right.
Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house.
So Yahweh Shah was telling the Jews, look, there's going to come a time where y'all going to have to escape. When you see the military powers come against you, the Roman army men come against you. Have to come out of that city. Okay, because if you don't, they're going to pursue you with the sword. That's exactly what it means, that the abomination of desolation. That's going to consume those Israelites there. And the ones that didn't escape, they were destroyed in there. All right, they were besieged in there, and all of their how should I say this, man? All of the stuff that they depended upon, their food, was taken out of the land, because at the time the Jews would also fight up against those Roman generals too. You had Israelites combating with those Roman military powers as well. So they took all of their food from them, because you have to understand, Israelites, they were under, they were subdued under the Roman Empire. So if the Roman Empire had power over that city of Jerusalem, then basically they had power to take all their other goods away. Okay? Go on, brother.
Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes.
Right, don't return back to Jerusalem. If you left something, forgot something, don't forget about it. Go on.
And woe unto them that are with child,
right,
and to them that give suck in those days.
And that's going to happen all over again. The government is going to declare an emergency against the civilians. That includes, no matter who it is. It could be so-called white people, it could be so-called black people, it could be so-called Arabs, so-called East Indians. Emergency will be declared in these streets real soon. Martial law is going to be declared on the soils of Great Britain and also America. This is going to come back. All right? Go on.
But pray ye that your flight be not in winter,
right,
neither on the Sabbath day.
Right.
For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world,
right,
to this time.
To this time now.
No, nor ever shall be.
Give me Daniel 12 and 1. So there's going to come a time, like I said, there's going to come a time where we're going to experience a great degradible breakdown of this empire. And it's going to surpass the different events that took place prior. Go on.
Luke chapter 19, verse 41. And when he was come near, he beheld the city, right, and wept over it, saying, if thou hadst known, even thou, at least in this thy day,
yep,
the things which belong unto thy peace.
Right.
But now are they hid from thine eyes.
Okay, go on.
For the day shall come upon thee that thy enemies shall cast a trench about thee,
right,
and compass thee round.
That's going to happen all over again.
And keep thee in,
yep,
on every side, and shall lay thee even with the ground,
right,
and thy children within thee.
Exactly.
And they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another,
right,
because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation.
And that happened in Boston in 70 AD. That was the prophecy. But like I said, that's going to come to pass even in these times. Like, I'm even go as far as saying this, and I might sound a bit, rough, but I'm going to just say what I'm going to say anyway. This is great millstone. You know, we're not going to season our words for nobody. You know, even you women out there, that have this false sense of power because Esau is taking care of your asses, you're gonna be without. And what's gonna happen to y'all? Because see, y'all need your what's that thing that they need?
Tampon.
Huh?
The tampon.
Right, the tampons. There's going, like I said, there's gonna come a time where all of these stores are gonna shut down,
Benefits.
and you're gonna be by yourself, and the benefit system is gonna close.